Any mention for unlisted matter? Any mention for unlisted matter? From supplementary list, item number 1.
Habeas corpus.
My lord. My lord, here, my lord, the petitioner is being investigated into a charge under the Army Act, my lord, for assaulting a superior officer. And for that, because we have to record summary of evidence, in spite of 5 notices, my lord, he did not attend the summary of evidence. And because of that, following the rules and procedure, in terms of section 101 of the Army Act, he has been arrested only for the purpose of recording a summary of evidence. Most probably by tomorrow we will release him, my lord.
Who is for the petitioner?
Mr. Jha is not there.
He's been arrested for what?
For recording summary of evidence.
Recording summary of evidence.
Summary of evidence. On 5 consecutive dates, he failed to appear, my lord, before the board for recording evidence.
Where did you arrest him from?
From the cantonment only. From the Umrah military camp. And he is there now also. And most probably by tomorrow we release
We are
him.
not interested anymore. As long as we know where the body is,
My lord.
habeas corpus is over.
My lord.
Habeas corpus is only to find the body.
He is there, my
The
lord.
body.
And tomorrow we
You
release
are
him.
acknowledging the body is there.
My lord.
Let us wait for him. We'll pass it over.
My lord.
From the main list, item number 1.
So this is GST and royalty matter is still pending.
The matter pertains to
GST on
royalty, GST on royalty, and the issue is pending before a constitution bench. Paragraph. Let the matter appear a further 3 months hence, with liberty to the parties to mention for an earlier listing upon the conclusion of the matter before the Supreme Court. Yes.
much.
Item number 2.
Kindly, Lord.
Yes.
Please, Lord.
Lordship,
Yes.
in this matter, as
we have
far as
filed
it is
the
concerned, Your
affidavit in
Lordship, we
this
need
matter.
some more time, Your Lordship.
This is the
Relocation,
what is the status, Mr. Khatri?
Yes, my lord, we have filed the affidavit.
Yes.
And, my lord, along with the affidavit, minutes
This
of
is not a
meeting
legal
with the
issue.
government we have filed.
We've been harping on for a long time. This is not a legal issue. And at some time you have got to. You can't, open your mouth too wide to say that we want to be resettled on the top of Mount Everest. That cannot happen. So you've got
True,
to
my lord, true.
very well, since the state and the respondents are still trying to negotiate for an amicable settlement, the court's interference is not warranted. Full stop. However, it has been repeated, paragraph, on several occasions that the matter has dragged on for far too long. Full stop. Paragraph. The matter will appear 6 weeks hence in the hope that a solution is reached by then.
Highly apply, Your Lordship.
May I most humbly request, my lord, with the kind permission, my lord, if I may
Yes.
submit, my lord.
Yes.
My lord, in this matter, because there are 2-3 other things also, because when the meeting took place, we have also explored the possibility of having the defense land, and we are approaching the central government also, both the parties. My lord. So, my lord, this will take some time. So, if my lord may keep
Let us
this in
see.
October any time, my lord.
Let us see. Yes.
Apply, Your Lordship.
Kindly.
Item number 3.
Your Lordships had passed an order on the last occasion.
Have we?
Yes, my Lord. Quite an elaborate order, my Lord. We were waiting to hear from the state, my Lord, in
This
this.
is not in good taste in the morning. It's
Well, let
not attractive, later in the day. Anyway, where are we?
My Lord, your Lordship had, my Lord, really directed the state government to, my Lord, I'll just read out the last one operative portion of the order. The state will do well to address the several issues indicated herein to ensure that there is a level playing field and that the manufacturers and distillers are not discriminated against or favored by the CBW, whether directly or indirectly. My Lord, this was your Lordship's order, my Lord, after recording, my Lord, several observations. My Lord, we have not yet heard from the state.
Yes, Mr. Khan?
May it please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I just received instruction.
There are various concerns.
Absolutely, Your Lordship.
Initially we were not inclined at all. Thereafter, when they said that, we got the hang of it, so to say.
Lordship, the para 7, Your Lordship, it starts with since CBW.
The essence is at 456.
Lordship. But
And
Lordship,
CBW seeks time to ascertain whether it's charging.
if I'm somebody,
Where CBW?
My Lord, Mr. Banerjee.
My Lord, sorry, my Lord, can you hear me, my Lord?
Yes, we can.
Yes, my Lord, I have also, my Lord, taken instructions, my Lord, on this issue. But I think,
Yes.
my Lord, the state really has to come back, and I was told, my Lord, that the state is, my Lord, trying to look at it to see, my Lord, what can be done. But, my
Yes.
Lord, so far as I am concerned, my Lord, there are two manufacturers, my Lord, who have, my Lord, given us, my Lord, a margin only. The others have not given us any margin. My Lord, the cost which they are saving on, my Lord, transportation, my Lord, that effect, my Lord, has been given to us. And, my Lord, it's not that, my Lord, we are charging differentially, but, my Lord, we are, my Lord, on the question of negotiation, but nothing has happened, my Lord, till now. So, my Lord, I'm sorry, my Lord, today I thought, my Lord, the state
But
would
at
want.
the end of the day, Mr. Khan, is the state that has to regulate.
Lordship, I am under instruction, Lordship, the matter, after this order, Lordship, the matter is under consideration. And most probably, Lordship, will come up with something, at least to address the query raised by the court.
Long time to go. 4 months you won't be able to stall.
No, Your Lordship.
I don't think, my Lord,
No, Your Lordship. I think
Mr.
But,
Banerjee,
yes,
it won't do. Mr. Khan has a more disarming smile.
my Lord, I'm glad, my Lord, someone has, my Lord, more disarming smile than I do, my Lord. I don't want to
Yes.
disarm anyone, my Lord. My Lord, but, my Lord, I'm sorry, my Lord, I'm not there today, my Lord, physically. I would like to, my Lord, if it doesn't
When
work
do
out,
we
my
keep
Lord, I'm
it?
coming.
Find out something
Possible,
concrete.
absolutely.
We will not interfere too much. At the end of the day,
That the rules
we
part,
indicated policy, all right. But it can't be sets of rules for it. It has to be a level playing field.
at least the level playing field,
You assure us that, and then we give them a chance to indicate.
Lordship.
Unless we are satisfied that something drastic is taking place, which destroys that equality, we will not interfere.
Absolutely, Lordship.
So
4 weeks time, Lordship.
the pursuant to the direction contained in the penultimate paragraph of the immediate previous order of June 20, 2023, the it is submitted on behalf of the Central Warehouse. It is not necessarily charging differentially from different manufacturers or distillers, but due to the cost of transportation being reduced, the benefit may be passed on by certain manufacturers or distillers to the CBW. Full stop. Paragraph. Implicit in such submission is that there is an element of differential treatment, a possible differential treatment arising out of the differential margin for the CBW. Full stop. All that the court is concerned about is that similarly placed persons should not be treated dissimilarly by the CBW, as that would result in certain monopolistic practices and certain other manufacturers and distillers losing out. Full stop. Paragraph. The state says that the matter is being looked into. Full stop. It is hoped that the state would regulate the relationship between the manufacturers and distillers on the one hand and the CBW on the other, to ensure, as indicated in the previous order, a level playing field with no possibility of favoritism or discrimination. Full stop. Paragraph. Both the state and the CBW should report on the matter within 4 weeks from date. Full stop. The court's interest, it is reiterated, is confined to all players being treated at arm's length and equally. Full stop. As long as the state can satisfy the court that the rules of the game provide for the same, and equally in practice, the court may not be keen to look into a matter of policy. Yes.
Absolutely.
Lord, only one request. May I request you, Lordship, to kindly keep it after the 26th of August?
Yes, we said, so we'll keep it after the 26th of August.
I'm very grateful.
The first available Monday or Tuesday after 26th of August.
I'm very grateful.
The 29th.
Whatever.
We'll keep it on the Monday. 24th, I suppose, is a Thursday. 25th is a Friday. So
8th is a
8th. 28th of August is a 29th.
I'm very grateful.
29th.
Something is done, Mr.
Okay, absolutely.
Just- We are not interested in going deeper. We are just addressing this issue.
Lordship, we are thankful at least the last part is clarified for the state to act more.
Yes.
Item number 5.
You have the afternoon flight from Shillong?
Yes. Guwahati has now become very difficult.
Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible.
That's why.
And this monsoon, Shillong has become more secure in the sense that there have been no cancellations thus far or diversions.
Yes, but my lord, it is almost impossible to, my lord, reach and catch a flight from Guwahati now because of the present, my lord, situation and, my lord, constructions that are happening.
And God forbid if there are rains,
Yes.
then, this weekend, it usually takes me about 3.5 hours to reach a place called Dudhnoi. This weekend, it took about 6.
If it takes your lordship 6 hours, then I can just imagine what the common man
A
will
lot
do.
of people must have missed their flight.
Yes.
Very well. Yes.
This week I am playing with some accommodation today.
Come,
Accommodation. Any day, my lord.
tell us when.
Next week. Next week. Next week.
You will, at the further request of the union, let the matter stand over for a week.
Deeply up.
Second call from supplementary list. Item number 1.
Yes, sir. What is the problem?
My lord,
My lord, here the son has filed a petition.
The army is standing up and saying that the gentleman is with him, with the army. He's been arrested in accordance with law.
No, not in accordance with law.
In accordance with law or not, we'll look at it later.
My lord.
But the army is owning up, saying that he remains arrested and at the Umroi camp, and that he is likely to be released tomorrow after the questioning. So nothing else remains of habeas corpus.
My lord, that observation we made.
Yes, we record my lord. Army is saying it.
My lord.
But only one thing, my lord, some observation lordships kindly give, my lord, that he'll cooperate with investigation, my lord. Of course, that
The son claims that his father has gone missing and the whereabouts are not known. Full stop. The army claims to have arrested one of its own
my lord, on 10th of July.
on July 10, 2023, following the failure of a person in responding to several requests to attend an inquiry. Full stop. The army claims that the relevant person was involved in relevant person had apparently assaulted
His superior officer. His superior officer.
a superior officer and had chosen not to respond to the requests or directions for indicating the circumstances which led to the incident. Full stop. Paragraph. The army is hopeful that upon the relevant person cooperating with the army and answering the questions put to him, he will be discharged as early as tomorrow. Full stop. Paragraph. It will be open to the petitioner. Paragraph. The army also informs the court that the relevant person is now at the Umrah military camp. Full stop. It will be open to the petitioner, paragraph, to contact the who is the in charge of the Umrah camp? What would be his rank?
Station commander.
Station
Commander.
at the station commander at Umrah. After 2 p.m. On July 19, 2023, to ascertain whether his father has been released. Full stop. It will also be open to the army authorities to indicate to the petitioner the time and place when the relevant person may be released, so that the petitioner may be present then.
My lord, his mobiles may be given to the petitioner, my lord. So that mode of communication should be with the mobile, my lord. The mobile is also seized by the army authority, my lord.
He has been allowed.
Your mobile number you provide? You provide your mobile number? The petitioner indicates that he can be contacted at his mobile number being.
My lord, he is already in communication even with the council, my lord. That I haven't-
Very well. Delete the last part. Since the army has indicated that the relevant person is in the army's custody, no useful purpose would be served in keeping this petition for habeas corpus pending, full stop. The Army also assures the court that the relevant person has also been permitted to contact counsel to obtain advice, to obtain legal advice. Full stop. WPC number 1 of 2023 is disposed of.
Highly obliged. Highly obliged.
From the Minas, item number 1.
May it please, Your Lordship. Your Lordship, I'm here on behalf of my senior, Mr. VGK Kanta. Your Lordship, he's not in a position to come today, Your Lordship. He's very unwell, Your Lordship, if this matter can be.
An accommodation is sought on the ground of counsel for the district council being indisposed, that the matter appear a fortnight hence.
Much obliged, Your Lordship.
Yes.
Item number 2.
New matter?
No, my lords, Lordship said we should notice my friend has filed a reply. Because I was praying for a week's time to file a rejoinder to the reply. My lords.
What was the issue? There is no arbitration agreement.
No, this is a statutory arbitration. And my lords, the
Disaster Management Act. My lords.
So
in the event of a statutory arbitration, an application under Section 11 does not lie, my lords.
yes, because it will follow the course in the statute itself.
Lordship.
My lords.
Lordship.
That's the plea that they've taken. Of course, they've also taken some other pleas on the merits of the matter. My lords.
That is, we cannot deal with it.
Lordships.
Since the petitioner seeks to file an affidavit in reply, comma, let such reply be filed within a fortnight from date.
My lords.
The matter will appear 3 weeks hence.
3 weeks. Obliged. Highly obliged.
You had accommodated during the COVID.
My lords.
You had provided accommodation during COVID.
Yes, my lords.
Must be paid.
Lordship.